Hello, gem hunter. Have you ever thought that the plants around you could be the key to uncovering hidden treasures beneath the earth? No, I'm not talking about some fairy tale, but a secret that nature has been hiding for centuries. And the best part, you don't need expensive machinery or ancient maps to find these treasures. Imagine this: a simple plant with its roots and leaves could point to the presence of diamonds buried thousands of years ago. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. There are plants that, unknowingly, carry invisible signs to the naked eye. Clues about precious minerals like diamonds hidden in specific soils. This is the hidden power of nature. And in this video, you'll learn how some of these plants can guide you directly to a diamond mine, without needing any fancy technology. Don't miss the chance to uncover this secret. Nature has so much more to offer than you think. Nature, at its core, is not just a landscape we admire, but a silent library that holds the knowledge of millennia. Every plant, every root, carries ancient wisdom that often goes unnoticed by us. When we take a closer look, we can sense that they have something to tell us. From the earliest times, native tribes and explorers around the world learned how to decipher the signs nature left behind. For them, plants were more than simple organisms. They were guides that led them to water, sources or places rich in minerals. And it's not just the large trees that hold these secrets. Even the humblest plants carry valuable clues about what lies beneath the earth. Take the juka plant, for example, as an excellent example of this natural wisdom. Its roots, which grow more vigorously over mineral-rich soils like those with diamonds, have been studied by modern geologists. These scientists, noticing this pattern, began to use it as a natural compass to detect areas with a high concentration of diamonds. This type of knowledge, passed down through generations, is what connects humans to the earth in a deep and mysterious way. It's not just science, but a more intuitive understanding, as if the earth itself is whispering its secrets to us. What else is nature trying to teach us if we just take the time to listen? If you, too, are fascinated by the mysteries of nature, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the secrets we'll be sharing here. When we talk about the juka plant, it's fascinating to realize that it's not just an ordinary species, but a true key to what lies buried beneath our feet. Its roots, which develop more intensely in mineral-rich soils, reveal natural patterns that indicate the presence of diamonds. This isn't magic, it's a biological reaction. The soil, being rich in elements like carbon, becomes ideal for diamond formation, and the juka plant, through its roots, senses these elements and adapts to them. This symbiotic relationship between the plant and the soil allows scientists and geologists to identify potentially diamond-rich areas simply by observing the growth of the roots and the health of the plant. It's important to note that the juka isn't the only plant that reveals such signs. In fact, several plant species exhibit similar behaviors, pointing to locations with high concentrations of valuable minerals. These behaviors can be subtle, like a specific type of bloom, a change in leaf color, or, as in the case of the juka, the vigor of the roots. In areas where diamond deposits are rich in the soil, these plants typically grow with remarkable intensity, as if drawn to an invisible force. This discovery has been a breakthrough for the world of geology, as it allows professionals to see nature in an entirely new way, as a living map guiding us to buried treasures. The real secret here is how these plants act almost like natural sensors, picking up elements from the soil that we, as humans, could never perceive without the help of nature. This plant intelligence is something that has evolved over millions of years and is now available to scientists to use practically. For geologists, learning how to identify the behavior of these plants is like discovering a new tool for exploring the Earth, a tool that silently has always been available. Plants, therefore, are not just part of the environment, but active players, showing through their behavior signs of something much bigger and more valuable than one could imagine. This type of discovery opens doors to a new understanding of how we can explore the world around us in a more natural and sustainable way. Plants, far from being just a source of food and medicine, are proving to be powerful allies in mineral exploration. And the beauty of it is that anyone with the right education and an open mind can start applying these principles. Plants aren't just offering scientific knowledge. They're inviting us to look at the world with a new perspective, where the simple can be as valuable as the complex. With that, who knows what else we may discover? Who knows where else plants can guide us? Now tell us, have you ever imagined that plants could be our guides to underground treasures? We'd love to know your thoughts. Now that you know the secret of plants that can indicate the presence of diamonds, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. The first step is learning to identify the right plants. The juka, for example, has strong roots that grow more intensely in mineral-rich soils, like those containing diamonds. So, where should you look? There are regions around the world, such as areas in Africa and South America, known for having soils rich in precious minerals. To identify these regions, you can use geological maps that show areas with higher concentrations of mineral elements like carbon and phosphorus, which are indicative of diamonds. Once you're in these regions, carefully observe the local vegetation, looking for plants with the mentioned characteristics, like vigorous roots and healthy leaves. In many cases, just walking around and paying attention to plant growth can reveal signs that something valuable might be beneath the surface. If you're finding this content interesting, don't forget to hit like on the video and share it with others who are also fascinated by nature's mysteries. And in the comments, tell us, did you know about the connection between plants and precious minerals? What plant do you think could be the key to more discoveries like this? Once you've found a plant with promising characteristics, it's time to apply detailed observation. The juka, for instance, grows in well-drained soils with a slightly acidic pH. So, when you find a plant that seems to grow vigorously in well-drained soil, you might have found a promising location. Also, pay attention to the intensity of root growth. If the roots are well developed and healthy, this could indicate that the plant is taking in minerals from the soil, including those associated with diamond formation. This behavior is one of the clearest signs that something valuable is buried beneath the ground. The next step is to collect soil samples for analysis, to check for the presence of elements like carbon, phosphorus, and other minerals that might be linked to diamond deposits. After identifying the plants and collecting soil samples, it's time to move on to the analysis phase. With your samples in hand, you can perform a series of tests to check the soil's composition. This could include simple tests to detect the presence of carbon and phosphorus, which are commonly found in diamond-rich soils. If you don't have the equipment to do these tests at home, seeking help from a local geologist is always a good idea. These professionals can perform a more precise soil analysis and confirm if there are signs of diamonds or other precious minerals. By this point, you'll have a pretty good idea if you're on the right track, and the next step is to consider a more in-depth exploration of the area, always with the necessary precautions and guidance from experts. The real beauty of all of this is that anyone with the right knowledge can start applying this natural prospecting technique. Plants, in their simplicity, are the keys to unlocking the secrets of the earth. When you learn to observe the signs and act wisely, you begin to realize that nature is full of clues about what's hidden beneath our feet. And the best part is that this knowledge is accessible. It just takes a keen eye and a desire to learn more about the world around you. If you start applying these techniques in your own exploration, your chances of discovering something valuable will be much higher. Nature is always offering us clues. We just need to learn to listen and act with wisdom. In addition to the juka plant, there are other species that, similarly, can indicate the presence of precious minerals beneath the earth. The gold tree, for example, grows in soils rich in metals like gold. Just like the juka, its roots develop more vigorously and strongly when they encounter soils rich in elements essential for the formation of these minerals. Although we can't directly see the gold beneath the earth, the plant's behavior gives us valuable clues about its presence. And it's not just the large trees or exotic plants that play this role. Seemingly simple plants like the stone herb have also proven to be indicators of diamond-rich soils. With darker leaves and thicker branches in diamond-rich soils, this plant teaches us that even the smallest details in vegetation can be signs of great hidden wealth. Nature, with its immense wisdom, uses different mechanisms to point out what lies beneath the surface. Some plants grow with a structure adapted to thrive in soils rich in valuable minerals, like carbon and phosphorus, which are found in areas abundant in diamonds and other precious minerals. This shows how closely the earth and vegetation are connected, and how, by observing more closely, we can learn to recognize the signals being given to us. What these plants teach us is not just about the exploration of mineral wealth, but about the need to look more attentively at our surroundings. Nature is always communicating something to us, and plants, with their behaviors and adaptations, are one of the most powerful forms of this silent communication. How many times have you gone through something that seemed simple, only to find out it was much more significant than you imagined? Life has this curious way of presenting us with small details that, at first glance, seem insignificant, but in reality, hold the key to great transformations. Just like a plant growing in soil rich in precious minerals, many times the answers we seek are within our reach. We just need to learn to recognize the signs. This is one of nature's greatest lessons. What seems small is often the beginning of something grand. And what's most impressive is that life constantly offers us these opportunities. We just need to know how to observe and take advantage of the little clues it gives us. In fact, we're often so focused on the big goals and challenges in life that we miss the small details that could be the key to the transformation we're seeking. Sometimes the greatest treasure isn't in the destination, but in the journey. This understanding leads us to realize that the small actions, simple decisions, and daily steps we take have the power to create significant changes in our lives. The metaphor of a plant growing in the earth, seeking richness and depth, is very much like our own journey of personal development. When we start noticing the signs around us and trusting in the small changes that occur within us, we begin to understand that true wealth isn't just in the big achievements, but in the continuous process of evolution and learning. If you want to start your transformation journey now, don't miss this opportunity. Access the practical guide From Zero to Advanced with a special offer for the first ones. The link is in the description. Now that you've discovered the power of plants as indicators of hidden treasures, it's time to take action and turn this knowledge into practice. If you're ready to apply these teachings, comment below, "I see the signs," and share your ideas and experiences with us. By getting involved, you not only commit to your own transformation, but also inspire others to seek more and see the world in a new way. And for those of you who want to dive even deeper, don't miss the chance to get my exclusive ebook featuring 5 plants that indicate the presence of precious minerals and how to use them in practice. Take advantage of this special opportunity and start your own journey of discoveries and growth. Remember, every small action can be the first step towards something great, just like plants, which, in their simplicity, have so much to teach us. Like, share and subscribe to the channel to keep learning how to use nature's wisdom in your life. Let's apply this knowledge together and transform the way we see the world. Throughout this video, we've seen how plants can guide us to great discoveries, revealing treasures hidden beneath our feet. But nature has so much more to offer. If you thought plants were the only clues, get ready for what's coming next. Now that you've learned how nature can indicate precious deposits, don't miss the video. Discover now the secret location where millions in rubies are hidden near you. In it, we'll show you mysterious and almost inaccessible locations where millions in rubies are hidden, and you'll learn how to identify these valuable spots in your own region. Click now and keep exploring what nature has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more incredible discoveries like this one. See you soon, Gem Hunter.